Duck Fart TV.
George E. Preddy Jr., born on February 5th, 1919 in Greensboro, North Carolina, had aviation in his blood from an early age. Growing up, he was fascinated by the stories of World War I flying aces and dreamed of soaring through the skies as a fighter pilot. Little did he know that his passion for aviation would lead him to become one of the most skilled and successful American aces of World War II. Preddy's journey into the world of aviation began when he joined the civilian pilot training program while attending college. With a natural aptitude for flying, he quickly earned his wings and joined the U.S. Army Air Corps in 1941. Initially flying P-40 Warhawks, Preddy displayed an exceptional talent and was later assigned to the 352nd Fighter Group. In June 1944, Preddy transitioned to the P-51D Mustang, a fighter aircraft that would become synonymous with his name. The P-51D's speed, maneuverability, and range perfectly suited Preddy's aggressive and tenacious flying style. He rapidly established himself as a force to be reckoned with, consistently outmaneuvering and outgunning his adversaries. Preddy's combat career reached its pinnacle during the final months of 1944. He became known for his uncanny marksmanship, often scoring multiple kills in a single mission. His tally of confirmed victories soared, and he soon reached the status of an ace. But Preddy's success didn't diminish his humility or camaraderie. He was known as a dependable and compassionate leader who cared deeply for his fellow pilots. Tragically, during the Battle of the Bulge in December 1944, Preddy's life was cut short. While leading a mission to repel German aircraft, he engaged in a dogfight against multiple enemy fighters. In the heat of the battle, Preddy's plane was mistakenly targeted by friendly fire. The loss of his exceptional pilot was deeply felt by his comrades, who mourned the passing of a true legend. George E. Preddy Jr.'s legacy remains etched in the annals of aviation history. He left behind a remarkable record of 26.83 confirmed victories, making him one of the highest-scoring American aces of the war. Preddy's exceptional skill, tenacity, and dedication to his fellow pilots continue to inspire generations of aviators, serving as a testament to the indomitable spirit of a true hero. Well, hello everybody, JD Duck here with Duck Fart TV, and welcome to a brand new series. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to do something a little bit different than we usually do. I know you guys are used to the shorter, more cinematic videos where I condense longer missions, probably about an hour worth of missions into, 4 to 9 minutes worth of video. Today we're going to do something totally different, and I'm going to take you guys in the cockpit with me. It requires a little bit more hardware, a little bit more effort on my part on the back end, but I think it's going to be a much more fun experience for everyone. So you guys will have to let me know, of course, in the comments whether you like this better or not. And without further ado, let's get it going. All right, so as you guys saw from the intro, we're going to be mimicking, or doing our best to mimic, and it's not going to even remotely mimic his career, but it's going to be inspired by his career. George Preddy Jr., George Earl Preddy Jr., to be specific. He was a P-51 pilot. He actually started out with P-40s, as you saw in the intro, and it ended his career and unfortunately ended his life in the P-51D, which is the aircraft that we're going to be flying. So, it's June 10th, 1944, so we are about 4 days after the invasion on Normandy, D-Day. So troops are well inland, are embedded at this point, and most of our missions are going to be in support of just the advance and the liberation of France. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into the first day. So it's our first day here, so they're just going to say take some time to study the personnel roster, familiarize yourself with how things work, which I will go through some of that with you guys, but I won't spend too much time on it so we can get into the missions right away. All right, folks, so this page is it gives a little summary of our pilot. None of this is actually relevant. That's why I made the little intro of who our pilot is. There's not a photo that's in the game that I can make that looks close enough to him, and there's also not a backstory that matches it. You can't create any custom ones or select custom photos as far as I know. So ignore this part. We're going to ignore this tab for the vast majority of the career page here, okay? Moving on to the Unit HQ. All right, on the Unit HQ tab, it's going to show a bunch of information about the fighter squadron and fighter group that we're in. This is not the real fighter squadron or fighter group that George Preddy was a part of. Unfortunately, also, the game has a limitation there that most of these are not the real fighter groups or real fighter squadrons of that time. They're not reflected accurately, and a lot of the real ones are not available. One thing that is kind of cool, though, if you scroll down here, you can see there is the personnel roster as well as the aircraft that we have available to the unit. Yeah, right there down at the bottom, you can see the aircraft that we got available to the unit. You can also see up further in the list, you can see basically all the kills and whatnot that everybody's had. You know, we're at 0 there, of course, because we're fresh, which is also not accurate. George Preddy would have had quite the career already by this time. So, moving on to the next tab. Planning room, this is where we're going to spend the vast majority of our time, if not all of our time. We're probably going to skip over all the other stuff unless it's relevant. This is where we're going to be looking at the scheduled missions of the day, who's going to be on the flight with us, what the weather's like for that mission, what time we take off, all that kind of stuff. So this is where we're going to be spending the vast majority of our time. I'm just going to skip to the next day because we have nothing to do today. And I do apologize if there's some kind of awkward cuts here at the beginning when I'm giving the intro. The way I've got the flight pit sim set up, that I've got it would be really difficult for me to use my mouse and keyboard at the same time that I'm using all the flight controls. So I'm actually standing and recording this part and trying to do this as best as I can. And then when I get into the cockpit, it'll be a lot more fluid. All right, it looks like our very first day, air operations were suspended. So we got there our first day. They just told us to kind of hang out. And then the second day they were there, they're like, no air operations. So let's move on to the next day. All right, so the 12th, June 12th, 1944. We've just got some average weather, clouds at 1900 meters, temperature 13 degrees Celsius, which it's interesting. It always shows meters in Celsius on this mission screen, even though the aircraft, I have it set to aircraft specific, so it'll show feet and whatnot. Anyway, so that's going to be the information for the weather for the day. So our squadron was reinforced by 4 additional aircraft, 2 P-51Ds, 2 P-51Bs. Our George Preddy was awarded the pilot's badge, which is just kind of a badge that you get on after your first day. It's basically just saying, hey, you're a pilot now. And obviously, he probably had more medals at this point. Not sure what he would have had off the top of my head at this point, but this is gonna be fun. Let's get into this. All right, so it looks like we're on the first mission of the day. 7:27 a.m. takeoff. We're headed out to bomb a railway junction. So we're not escorting bombers. We are actually going to be carrying bombs. We've got a mixture of P-51Ds and P-51Bs. It looks like we're flying a P-51B for this mission, so I've actually never flown the P-51B. I took some time to get familiar with the P-51D myself. Never flown the P-51B, so this could go horribly wrong. We might have a half-episode series here, folks. I hope not. Anyways, moving on, let's get this mission going.
This is flight, rocket, airborne, over. Proceed with your
Okay, here we go.
Rocket 2, airborne. Rocket 3, airborne. Rocket 4, airborne.
Come on, baby, get off the ground.
Rocket 5, airborne.
You're up. Go flaps up.
Rocket 6, airborne.
All right, we are up in the air.
7, airborne.
All right, let's go ahead.
8, airborne.
Put her on some autopilot here. That way we can make sure she gets us in formation in the right way. All right. Takeoff was successful. Take a peek outside. Look at them bombs. Looking good. So we should just be getting into formation with flight lead. I'm gonna start to get familiar with my indicators because this is my first time flying without indicators. So I gotta watch my instruments. There's my climb meter. There's my coolant temp. My overall engine, my fuel and oil temperatures. Carburetor. Left. Manifold pressure. Oxygen indicator. There's all the trim controls, but I'm not going to be using those except for the vertical trim. I have that map to my HOTAS. Where is the fuel? One of those ones like down by on the floor. Or maybe it's in the back. Sometimes they're back there. Oh, I just hit my microphone. That's gonna be an issue. Yeah, there it is. That says it's empty. Oh, that's right. It only turns on the last, I think, 80 liters or something like that. So, apologies for hitting the microphone, guys. I have to have it fairly close to my left side, so I gotta be extra careful. I might try to move it back just a tiny bit here, which I'm sorry if that ruins the sound quality of my voice, but I'm gonna... it looks like it's okay. Alright, so we're gonna get in formation here, and yeah, I'll get back to you guys if anything happens. Alright guys, just wanted to bring you back real quick. We are in formation. We are number 6 in the formation, which means I think we're wingman number 5. And we got our 2 buddies, 7 and 8 right there. Yeah, looking good. It's a beautiful day. The clouds aren't that bad at all. Not that bad at all. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys if anything happens along the way to our target. Alright, I'm back. I want to say they're Spitfires, but I still can't tell. I really can't tell. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, guys. Autopilot got a little squirrely on me there for a second. You guys okay over there? Yeah, okay. Good. Good, good, good. I want to say they're Spitfires, but I can't tell, man. I can't tell. They look like Spitfires to me. Either way, I'm glad they're here. Alright, well, again, I'll get back to you guys if anything happens. We're getting close to the coast here, so something might happen soon, but if not, I'll get back to you guys when we're over our target to drop the bombs. Alright, folks, we are back. And I think I see... No? Thought I saw an aircraft in the distance. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm probably just being paranoid. But we are getting very close to the coast, which means we are very close to our target. I tend to like to pull back a little bit and follow my flight lead in on bombing missions because it's difficult to know what I'm trying to drop my bombs on otherwise, especially without the indicators on. But right now, I am just keeping an eye out. I mean, I could look up and check too, but I don't know where our Spitfires went, man. I don't know where our escorts are. I feel like they're really far away. Okay. They're starting to slow down. No, okay. I know our target was fairly close to the coast, so... There's no way we're gonna get to the... Oh, nope, there's their enemies right there. Question is, are they coming? It looks like one lone aircraft out there. Is it coming after us? Oh, is that another one? No, that's a range creep. If it comes after... Okay. So here's where I want to pull back a little bit, and I'm going to follow in. Just going to follow flight lead. I'm not going to worry too much about the fighters. Alright, I'm going to follow this dude. This is the railway junction we're going after, I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh. We lost one. We lost one. Looks like our bombs did pretty good, though. Let's stay low, guys. And not hit our own guys. But let's turn back. Keep an eye out for these fighters. Turning over the top of my formation here. I want to get out in front of them. Not too far out in front of them, though. Where'd you guys go?
4. Engaging fighter to the east. Range about 4.5 miles.
Height 5. Engaging fighter to the east. Range about 1 mile. Out 2. Engaging
Alright, there's my buddies.
to the east. Range about 4.5 miles. Out 6. Engaging fighter to the east.
I thought for a second I was actually feeling the rumble of the aircraft, but it's actually just that, is that an enemy? No, that's one of our guys. Okay, we're good. Let's head. Yep. I like to hear that British accent.
Engaging fighter to the east. Range about 1 mile. Out 4.
Engaging.
Alright guys, let's go. Let's get out of here.
1 mile.
Height.
Nothing on my tail.
Rocket 2.
Oh, and I just realized I was not recording this.
Range half mile. Out.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose frames for a second here. Oh no.
Engaging fighter. It's close. Out.
Those are bad guys.
Engaging fighter. It's close. Out. Rocket 4. Engaging fighter to the southeast. Range.
That's one of our guys, but he's on one. Coming in behind you, buddy. I'm just gonna help. That is a bad guy, right? I don't know. Hard to tell. I don't want to lose him either.
Rocket 4.
Okay.
Target destroyed. 2.
Sounds like they took care of all the bad guys, so I'm gonna start heading back. Yeah, that's one of our buddies. It's hard to tell, man. It's really tough to tell. That's unfortunate that I didn't remember to hit the record button before I dropped the bombs, so we're not going to have any cool cinematics of the bombs dropping, but oh well. Here's my formation. I only see 3. Oh, no, there's a 4th. So I see at least 4 of us. 5 of us are coming back out of the 8. Hopefully there's another 1 or 2 at least coming back on the way. Alright. I'm gonna get back in formation here and then I'll get back with you guys. Alright guys, so I'm back, and there's definitely 1, 2, 3, and I'm 4th, and there's 2 back there, so we've got 6. Definitely got 6 of us coming back. That dude's streaming fuel. I know we lost 1 on the actual dive, so that's unfortunate. We'll figure out who it is at the end of the mission. But as far as I can tell, there's nobody chasing us. I don't see our escorts anymore either. Oh, there's one of them. Yep, there's one of them. There's another one. Hopefully we didn't lose too many escorts either. Alright guys, we did alright. We did alright. We'll head back and get ready to land. I'll let you guys know if anything happens. Alright, we are back over friendly territory, so just wanted to bring you guys back real quick. Back over friendly land, that is. And our escorts will probably be breaking off and landing here soon. I think that might be their airfield. That's definitely not ours. I don't believe ours is that nice. We do not have an actual clay or concrete runway. We might have a clay one, actually. I don't know. I can't remember. Also not sure if it was clay that they used, but it might be. Drawing from my memory, which is suspect a lot of the time. That might be our airfield over there. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. We're close, though. And we should be number 4 to land. Alright, well, I'll get back to you guys when we get closer to landing. Alright, we're getting into our stack here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We got our stack going here, so I'll do some loop-de-loops around the airfield until everybody gets landed, and then I'll take my turn. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get back to you guys here in a sec. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it's our turn here. I might end up doing one more loop. I don't think I can bleed off enough altitude here. I don't know, we'll see. Might be able to, actually. Get my gear down. Get flaps down.
Alderwood, this is Rocket 6.
More flap.
Requesting landing clearance. Over. Affirmative.
Coming in pretty hot.
Rocket 6. Copy.
Coming in pretty hot, that's for sure.
Alderwood, this is
Ooh.
Rocket 4. Requesting landing clearance. Over.
Ooh.
Mechanic. Negative.
Nope, that's bad.
Come around. Rocket 4. Roger.
Don't get wounded here. We're gonna be okay.
Rocket 6 landed.
Woo!
Clear the runway.
World's worst
Six.
landing. I can't clear the runway, guys. You're gonna have to clear it
Join
for me.
formation and continue with the mission. Out. This is Clyde, requesting landing approach. Over. Proceed. Roger.
So that is our
Roger.
first landing in the P-51V with no indicators. I had no idea how fast I was going, actually, when I was trying to land. Whoa. That scared me. So I'm going to have to go ahead and finish the mission, though, really quick before I get hit by another aircraft. 1 second. Okay, let's see here what we got. Sorry for all the squeaks. I had to lift myself out of my pit to get my mouse so I could hit finish mission. Complete secondary objectives, landing, primary target takeoff. Yeah, just a little propeller damage. Got her down okay. We were in mission time for 41 minutes and 38 seconds. Doesn't look like we were credited for any kills of any kind. So, that's unfortunate. I thought our bombs were good. I'm guessing I probably just hit targets that were already bombed, technically, so I didn't get credit for anything. That's the price you pay when you try to follow your flight lead into the bombing run, as opposed to being the first one in, I guess. So that's unfortunate, but hey, you know what? We completed the mission. We didn't die on the landing. We didn't completely destroy the aircraft on the landing. We didn't get wounded on the landing. So I'm gonna call that a victory. So you guys know what to do. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop a like. It's the best way to help out the channel, and it's totally free. It's also completely free to subscribe, so if you can do that, it helps out the channel a ton. It's also the best way to know when we have new episodes, new videos, new series coming out. But of course, I guess until next time, y'all, you know what we always say. Peace.
Duck Fart TV.